Yes, sir. Let's get these shared up real quick in places that everybody knows, right? Facebook, let's go live there. X, let's go there. Oh, error generated. Oh my God. Um, it's always an error. Okay, so let's delete that and let's set up another one for X real quick. Uh, Paste that in there. Um, okay. Oops, my fault. Let me get this. My fault, guys. You have technical difficulties with this. And let me add a category, which is sports. Select OBS. Public, everyone. 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 Select OBS. Okay, let me get that up there. And one more go round, right? Let's see if we can get it right this time, right? Um, okay, created. Okay, now we're cooking, right? Okay, we're cooking over there too. Okay, I'll post that. Bang, right? Okay. It's sometimes it's really weird. It acts really, really weird, man. Sometimes it acts really, really weird when I'm trying to get it popping, right? So let me check to make sure X is looking good over there. How about the profile? Okay, we got the live ring right there. And this one here would have to get deleted. I will delete that. Okay, we looking good. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Real quick, let's check some injury news real fast. Um, Paulo, oh, Paulo. Okay, Paulo. He practiced, so that's what's up for Paulo. He practiced. Um, mm, Friday, my birthday too. I need to hit a smacker, another smackaroo. Chris Middleton will play off the bench moving forward. Torian Prince will smart. Okay, that's fine. Uh, okay. Let me refresh this one more time, just in case we just got something else, right? Thought I seen something else pop up. We'll see. Oh, Mal Turner is now questionable with an illness. Okay, so it is what it is. Bill had a great matchup versus Charlotte, and he sells me. I normally don't play any of his props. Let's hit for your birthday. Oh yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, my guy. You ain't never lied. Today is not my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. It's not my favorite. But we'll get into it. You feel me? Uh, so I'll tell you what I'm looking at. Remember, you gotta get your straights in. I didn't see what I thought what I seen yesterday, but anything can happen. Number two, prize picks. I mean, I've been, I like the attempts and things like that. They haven't added them. Maybe they'll add those in another 30 minutes to an hour. So be on the lookout for that. I did a six pick yesterday, and it, it was trash, right? But we did smack up a few plays yesterday for those who uh, you know who for those who didn't catch them. We went over those on the live stream, and you already know what most of the results for that was. I mean, we definitely he hit that number for us 3 games. He hit that number 3 games in a row. What's my boy named Grimes? So shout out to Grimes, bro. Shout out to Grimes. He hit that 6 assists for the plus 750, and we definitely parlayed them boys up. So that came into fruition for us here. Uh, if you want to see, I definitely let's see. Uh, Uh, Terry Rozier, he needed one more point. He sold that, right? One more point for that 656. Cam Whitmore had 17. Hardy hit that 15 on the head that we was on. I chickened out on the rebounds for Dante DiVincenzo, but I stuck with the 10 points for parlay purposes. Walker Kessler, he slept walked to his 10 rebounds. Drew Holiday, he ended up with 19. He acted like he didn't want to get there, and Terry just like I said yesterday, the day before yesterday, I don't know why I inflict pain on myself all the time when it comes to him. Russell Westbrook almost got that 10 rebounds for us, but he got 8. Michael Porter Jr. he cashed the 10 rebounds. Um, that one parlay that I did during the stream, I said I had the sprinkle on it. Hey, one more 3 from PJ Washington and one more 3 from Russell Westbrook. These odds were crazy, right? Man, plus 700. Man, these odds were crazy, and I just was, I was sticking to my guns. I knew these were some of the value plays that I really, really wanted to get to. All of these plays right here were plus 700 or better. And yeah, so one more 3 for PJ Washington and one more rebound for Russell Westbrook. Um, man, I think $2 for this on this almost paid me 2,000. Almost paid me almost 3,000, I think. So this was would have been amazing, right? This would have been amazing if I would have put like 25 on this or 50 or 100. That would have been amazing. But that was the reads there. We smacked this one, watered down, uh, and Grimes cast the assist. So whatever the case may be, right? So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So at the end of the day, it's just you gotta stick to your reads, win, lose, or draw. Playing them straight is major key because one good play could make up for a ton of plays. You feel me? One good play it can make up for a ton of plays. Pat said, I have interest in 8 and double. I sure do. I do right as well with you. I needed 2 more points from LeBron. The taco curse continues. Ooh, and I missed that taco. And I said I was playing that taco too, man. Let me refresh this real quick for a little bit more news. Um, let's see. Okay, so early questionable tags are not good, right? Not good, not good to me. Okay, so I'm more than likely leaning towards out. There's a lot of sicknesses going on within the NBA, in the world in general. Please keep your hands clean. Stay away from sicknesses. No disrespect to anybody, and what I'm saying, don't be disrespectful, but you got to look out for yourself and try to keep clean. Most importantly, man, touching these doorknobs and stuff like that, just you got to stay clean. Touching your face and stuff like that, you don't want to get sick. First game on the docket: Chicago Bulls at Indiana Pacers. 242 and a half over under. Now here's the thing. Yes, always use hand sanitizer and bring your own. If you have it at work, you can make up your own mixture or whatever you use, like a spray bottle. I keep a little spray bottle with a little alcohol or water in there. It just, you taking care of yourself. Um, Hey, cheers. We got a 3-way yesterday. Thank you. Oh, you did? Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to Lunatic, right? Shout out to Lunatic, right? So it is what it is, man. Now, I told you this is not my favorite slate today, guys. It's not my favorite slate, but we can figure something out, okay? So, um, now, early questionable tag for Miles Turner. He doesn't. It doesn't feel like. I mean, I don't like early questionable tags, and these guys might end up being out. Uh, Tyrese Halliburton, assists, points, threes, Grimes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Grimes cashed it in last night. Three straight games of 6 assists or better. Couldn't believe we got those 6 assists for plus 700, 750 again. And I went in on it, right? Cashed the monster parlay on that. But at the end of the day, what I was saying here is Terry Tyler Burton is questionable as well. So here's how you want to play it. First of all, we got a 6.5 point spread. If these guys happen to be out, you can jump on it right away. Okay, you jump on it right away. Number two, um, if Halliburton is out, you can look at somebody like McConnell or Nemhard or something like that. McConnell probably would be in at the point guard. Okay, number three, um, um, if Turner is out, I don't know really what to do. I've already played this 1.5 threes. So if he's out, he's just going to be out. I played it straight already. You'll see it in my list. But and I didn't take Vucevic uh, threes. I would have used that as a parlay piece, but I did take his rebounds. Right, I got that last night at like plus money or some shit like that, 10.5. But you want to look at Ben Mathurin. You want to look at you want to look at fuck, Pascal Siakam. He'll probably be the first guy that I look at. Let's take a look at the Bulls here. We already know this. You should already know this how bad Bulls are have been versus power forwards. So he should get a bump in points, rebounds, and assists, right? So these are things that Pascal Siakam is capable of doing. Okay, so over the course of the season, which my Bulls, which I already know this, or whatever the case may be, but we can look at the last power forwards here versus the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls are number one over the course of the season. They're giving up points to the power forward. Probably number one, they're giving up rebounds to the power forward. Rebound chances, they are number one. And assists, they are probably, whatever, right? Top five. Potential assists, who cares, right? But on 3 pointers made, man, right? For Pascal Siakam, we're not looking at threes. We're looking at points, probably points, rebounds, and assists. And given the effect that if Pascal, I mean if Halliburton ends up out or anything like that, you can look for Pascal Siakam to do a lot, right? And he's capable of that, even in the Toronto days, right? He could handle the ball. He could be point four, point three, point four. So he can do those things, right? Right now, if these guys pop up out, his usage should go up. And right now, you can see Pascal Siakam's point prop here is sitting at 20 and a half. I don't wait, right? Even if you're gonna put a little bit on it, you don't want to wait, right? I'm not trying to push you into playing it. I haven't played it, but it ain't that long before we get news. It won't be that long, and then you turn around and his perch prop is at 23 and a half, right? 24 and a half, 23 and a half. Okay. As we can look at Pascal Siakam, um, let's take a look. Pascal. He's been in a solid range, right? He's been flirting around this number all season long, at least the last 10 games. I mean, 25, 19, 20, 22, 14, 17, 20, 18, 15, 19. So he's in the neighborhood, right? He's in the neighborhood with these guys in, right? I used to like to play his rebounds and assists a lot, right? So looking at his rebounds and assists, he's 6 to 10 to this number at 11 and a half right now. Like I said, his usage should go up. You could also look at his PRAs. That'll probably be a look. That'll probably be a look as well, right? So looking at his PRAs, um, he's only 3 for 10 to this number. Head to head versus the Bulls, he's right up under this number just all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what games without what I can go with games without Tyrese Halliburton. Uh, last 10 games. He's like right there, right? So, but these numbers will balloon, right? If they end up being out, and then like I said, when you're looking at pace and things like that, um, Chicago Bulls should be top three fastest paced team in the league. So that's another thing that can add fuel to the fire there. Uh, as you can see, Bulls number three in pace, right? That pace, that's getting up and down the court. A lot of passes, a lot of shots, a lot of misses, a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists, right? And speaking of assists, over the course of the season, we already know, just in general here, you want to look at the points. The Bulls over the course of the season. Now, not lately. The Bulls giving up the third most points. The Bulls are giving up the third most rebounds. The Bulls are giving up the fifth most assists. All of this in general, right? Not, because I can look right now the last 4 weeks, they might have gotten better. Last 4 weeks as a team, Chicago Bulls, the assists they're moving up. They get a little bit better. Rebounds, still top three over the last 4 weeks. And their points, Chicago, they get a little tad bit better. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Plays that I played from here, I took the over 9.5 assists for Tyrese Halliburton. He missed for me 2 games in a row on the hook, right? On the hook. I got this at plus money. I don't care. Vucevic, 1.5, 10.5, 10.5 rebounds. He's hit this number, I want to say, 8 of his last 10 games, and maybe 4 or 5 straight. His 1.5 threes could be in play. Um, Speaking of that, that's not up here, but I did take Miles Turner's 1.5 threes, right? It's locked right now. So we'll see what's going to happen, right? Uh, the double double for Vucevic is a parlay piece. If you want to get to it, you can get to it now, whatever the case may be. I would pair that up with something like Zubac, and we'll get to that, right? Next thing you can look at here would be the threes, right? I haven't been betting on uh, uh, I haven't been betting on Zach LaVine. You guys already know, but the 2.5 threes for Kobe White could be a parlay piece here, and I don't mind getting there. And for value, you can look at the 3.5 or better. He's hit this number in both games they faced each other this year. If I'm betting this game, it's probably going to be Chicago Bulls or nothing for me. And Josh Giddey, 14.5, 13.5, 14.5 rebounds plus assists is not a realm of possibilities either. Okay, so it is what it is. That's the game in a nutshell. Gonna have to see what's gonna have to happen here. Trust and believe. If you think these guys are gonna be out, I suggest you jump all over that Miles Turner. I mean that Pascal Siakam line at 20.5. Right. Ben McLaurin is in play as well. Let's keep it moving. Um, Oklahoma City Thunder and Cleveland Cavaliers. Like I always say, right now this should be an awesome game. Right now we got an over under of 230.5. Two great defensive teams and two decent offensive teams. From a matchup standpoint, I'm looking at who do I feel like has the best matchup on the board. I would say SGA and Evan Mobley. Right. It just depends on how how aggressive we think we can get Evan Mobley to be, right? They got mouths to feed. Um, Garland, uh, Mobley. We got mouths to feed over there in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, I don't know, right? As far as this is a tough matchup. If I had to take one team here, man, to win this game, I would have I, I, would- I would have to look at Cleveland, man. Them my guys, man. Them been my guys. Them be my guys for a while, man. I would have to look at Cleveland, but It is what it is. I ain't gonna lie. So, but like I always say, right? You should have a you should have an SGA fund, right, to the side. Okay, you should have an SGA fund to the side just to bet him, right? So I couldn't talk off his points. I like his points. And then on prospects, another one that I've been playing a lot was his free throws made. They give you or attempt one or the other. They give you a decent line on his free throws. But 31 points here, it's not out of realm of possibilities. We already know that. So I like it. I didn't bet it. I like it, right? Um, looking at Evan Mobley, I mean, I couldn't talk you off this number. I didn't bet it. I did not. The three ball is in play here for Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Right along with losers Dort and maybe Shot. But I haven't bet any of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Two tough defensive matchups. I haven't bet any of that. What I did take was the over rebounds for um, Jared Allen. I got this rebounds at 10.5. Couldn't talk you off the. I like the Isaiah Hartenstein rebounds as well, but I took right now as of right now I took Jared Allen's rebounds. Right, that's the only play I took from this game right now. Okay, so moving along. Now, Toronto Raptors and the New York Knicks. Now, it's a few ways that we can attack this game, right? For my people, I don't bet on a lot of games. Okay, I don't. Now this 12 point spread, it'll have to be Toronto or nothing for me in that. I might just go ahead and take this shit right now, right? Like, give me the 12, live and die. Don't have to bet a lot, but it's the 12 or nothing for me. I ain't even gonna lie. And then you're gonna get tremendous value on the money line. And hey, I done seen Stranger Things. I done seen Stranger Things. This team, they need to get their chemistry together. Toronto Raptors, they need to get their chemistry together, and they need to get it together because they should be able to pull out a few games, right? Uh, I trusted them versus Milwaukee, and Milwaukee blew their ass out. I have trusted them at plenty times though when I felt the time was right and they cashed for me. Man, I don't know, man. The dogs could be barking here. But let's get to some plays. So, I mean, damn, that plus 500. How can I not sprinkle a little bit on the plus 500, man? Straight up. For this team, how can I not? Like, how can I not? Let's get to a few things, though. So, first play I'm looking at here um, was going to be now, I didn't bet this. It's a teensy weensy lean towards the over 9.5 rebounds for Jakob Pertl, right? I don't mind targeting rebounds versus Cat. You just got to stay your ass out of foul trouble. Now, these teams just met, and why I mean I don't mind targeting rebounds versus him because he showed some spunk here, right? Last time these two teams played was the 29th of December. I mean the 9th of December, and Nakaperta went out there and had 12 rebounds, but the rebound chances is what he had 21 rebound chances. So at the end of the day, I like that, but he could lately. Jakob just probably can't be trusted lately. I mean, 7 rebounds versus Milwaukee, 6 versus Orlando, 9 versus Brooklyn. Okay, 6 versus Atlanta, 5 versus Chicago, 4 versus Miami. Like, dang, man. So, long story short, tiny, eensy, teensy, weensy lean towards the over there, right? I haven't bet it. I might get around to betting it in a parlay piece, shaking it down, whatever. Um, Next play, we'll bounce over to the to the Knicks side of things, and I just want to wrap all this shit up into one and just throw it down and take the under, right? So what I want to do is Josh Hart. I'm taking a look at Josh Hart, and I'm leaning towards the under PRAs, right? So looking at Josh Hart, I'm not a big unders guy. This is not an official play, but taking a look at Josh Hart here, um, it's a few things he just don't bowl well versus this team. Now both of these teams can play slow. That's one plus, right? That's one plus, right? When both of these teams can play in slow, it takes away from rebounds, it takes away from shot attempts, it takes away from assists, everything. So taking a look at the PRAs here, taking a look at the under, and looking at head to head, um, he's went under his PRA every game, right? In one, two, three, four, five, 6 straight games. And this year, he's went over 2 times tremendously. Uh, 4 rebounds in each game and 3 assists in each game. We know he don't score a lot of points, right? He don't score a lot of points all the time. But 31 and a half, 32 and a half, whatever the case may be, that's a strong lean. I got a strong lean towards the under there. If you want to look at an individual prop head to head, assists. I mean, this year he's went over both under both games. Um, Rebounds this year he's went under rebounds every game. So whatever you want to do, man, he's probably gonna have to guard somebody on the perimeter. It's gonna kind of like bring him out of the paint. Those things can make a difference. Okay, so looking at the under there, you could even alternate over under. Like you could put it up to 33 and a half and take the under in a parlay piece. Whatever the case may be, it is what it is, right? So I lean towards the under there. PRAs for Josh Hart. Um, Now let's take a look at defensive shot profiles and things of that nature. Now Toronto, over the course of the season, Toronto, they have given up the 3 ball, right? Catch and shoot threes, corner threes, above the break threes, paint points, fast break points. But right now, I'm focused on these 3 right here: catch and shoot, corner threes, and above the break threes, right? So um, a few things come to fruition when I'm looking at some of these guys here. So let's take a look at Bridges, Mikal Bridges, right? So um, um, how about versus Toronto? Now, um, these two games, right? Okay, so these 2 games this season, things kind of like come to fruition here. Like what I said, defensive shot profile. We're taking a look at that. Now, these are attempts. These are not makes. These are attempts. You have to decipher if the player can make these shots, right? These are only attempts. And Toronto, over the course of the season, they're giving up the catch and shoot 3-point attempts, the corner 3-point attempts, and above the break 3-point attempts, right? So, what are we looking at? Right now, we're looking at player game logs, and we're looking at these 2 matchups versus Toronto this year. Now, uh, Bill Bridges has a fairly low usage rate. His catch and shoot points, right? These look like threes. Want me to tell you why? Catch and shoot points. 12 catch and shoot points on the 23rd. 4 3-pointers made, right? So 4 times 3 is 12. So at the end of the day, that looks like 4 threes, right? Catch and shoot, bang, bang, bang. Now, on the 9th of December, um, 5 3-pointers made, 15 catch and shoot points, right? That looks like that looks like 5 threes to me, right? Couple that with the fact that you're looking at the defensive shot profile and catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Toronto over the course of the season, they're giving up four. I mean, they've number fourth in 3-point attempts, catch and shoot, allowing catch and shoot attempts. So, do I recommend um, this kid's threes? Hell no, you'll never catch me recommend it. But don't be surprised if you see pop up on my slip, bro. I'm just letting. I'm just. I never like to bet this guy. Like never, right? His 3 ball at 2.5 threes. It's in that plus 122, and the three threes for him. I mean the four threes for him. Um uh it's in that plus 320. Now it could have been had injuries and things like that nature, all that. But at the end of the day, I don't really even care about that, truthfully. I don't even care about that, truthfully. Now, uh, let's take a look at his teammate, OG, right? So OG Anobi, right? Anobi, whatever. Take a look at OG. In those two matchups that these teams played, what's been going on here? Pull up points, catch and shoot points, catch and shoot points, catch and shoot points, catch and shoot points. He's averaging 9 catch and shoot points. Okay, so he's played 33 minutes and 43 minutes, 41 minutes. We ain't got to worry about the minutes. The minutes gonna be there. 3-pointers made on the 23rd. Uh, on the 23rd, he had 12 catch and shoot points. That was those 4 threes, right? 4 threes, 12 catch and shoot points. On the on the ninth, he had 2 catch and shoot, 2 threes, and then he had 6 catch and shoot points, right? So those had to be 2 threes. Um, OG's 3-point prop probably sitting at 1.5 as a parlay piece. Now it's at 2.5 at plus money. One thing about OG, correct me if I'm wrong, but he does like that corner three, right? So plus 158, right? Plus 158. Plus 158. That's all I have to say. A parlay piece for Jalen Brunson. Um, let's take a look at what Jalen Brunson has done, right? Versus this team in these 2 games this year. Jalen Brunson. Um, where is he getting this money up? So he has the ball a lot, right? Okay, so at the end of the day, um, on the 23rd, he went 0 for 5. On the 9th, he went 4 for 8. So just, it is what it is, right? Just whatever you want to do. I just wanted to point that out. Not nothing spectacular, okay? Because I didn't put any money on it, but I'm pointing out some spots. Another spot that we could take a look at would be taking a look at the assist props, right? And lo and behold, it would come at the center spot, right? So over the course of the season here, you take a look at this assist prop, then Toronto. Toronto's giving up the most assists to the center spot over the course of the full season. So you can take a look at somebody's assist like Cat. Cat is a playmaker, so it is what it is. And then Karl Anthony Towns, uh, uh, Karl Anthony Towns. As you can see, the 2 times that these teams played, he had 7 assists and 6 assists. 1 3-point make, 2.3-point makes, but I just wanted to point that out. He does get assists, in general. And if you want to just look at, I mean, he's got 6 and 7 assists versus this team. And then in general, if you just want to take a look at his numbers in general, his game log, whatever the case may be, he's had 5 assists for 1 3 0 1 7. That was Toronto. 4 6 5 6 5. So he is a playmaker when he wants to be. So, just a few things that I want to point out there about this game, right? So there could be the 3 ball could be in play. RJ Barrett going up against his old team. It's a lot. And last but not least here, I want to lean towards the under 5.5 assist for Scotty Barnes, right? So it could be a parlay piece. You could alter it up to 6.5 or something like that. I took it last game. He almost went over. He had 5, but Barnes, ever since quickly been back, and then you just, I mean, I don't know, right? I just whatever, right? So, but Quickly's been back. This will probably be his 3rd game back, but he's been going under this assist prop as of late. This 5.5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. If you want to try to get on that train, under 5.5 could be in play. Head to head versus this team. I won't look at the head to heads right now. I ain't even gonna lie because uh, there was a different team right there. There definitely was no Isaiah Quickly, and Quickly is probably handling the ball a little bit more right now. So right now, I'm looking at the last 2 games. Truthfully, 3 assists here, 5 assists there. Checking out his potentials here. Damn, he had 13 potentials against Milwaukee. I might not. Shit, I'm scared now. He was dropping dimes. And right here, he's supposed to hit his shit. He's supposed to hit it then. I ain't gonna lie. He's supposed to hit it. If he had 10 potentials and 13 potentials, you're supposed to get your 6, especially caliber player that he is. But it is 50-50 though. You got to make the pass. That motherfucker's got to make the shot. So he's trying to get his assist. Maybe that'll be that's a lean. That's a lean. I probably wouldn't jump on it if it wasn't on it. If he wasn't really on it, I probably wouldn't jump on it. But it is what it is. Man, I spent a lot of time on that game. Washington Wizards, Philadelphia 76ers. What I will say here, we already know that we'll be without Joel Embiid. We'll be without Paul George. Okay, so players and Kawhi Leonard. So Maxey, he's already my thumbnail. I didn't even pull the trigger on any of his props. They juiced up, whatever the case may be. I still think he has a good game. The value for me is probably gonna lie on it's probably gonna lie on it's probably gonna lie on Kelly Oubre's points, right? And I didn't take the 17.5, which I'm going back to take the 17.5. Please don't sell. But I did take him. I started off at 20 points. I took his 20 points at plus 145. So it is what it is, right? So I took his 20 points at not an official play. It's just what I did. I'm looking for him to have a little bit more usage, right? The threes, I took his 1.5 threes. You give me the 1.5 threes. Now he can sell his 1.5 threes. He can sell it, but he also has upside on it. I took the 1.5 at minus 118. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes out there and give you 3. You get tremendous. You get value on 3 at 270. Here's a guy at 4 threes at where is he? 700, and 5 threes for him at not even listed right now on this book, but 4 threes at plus 700. He has that upside, but he sells me in that spot, in a wonderful spot like this. He sells more often than not. Okay, now on the Washington side, Kuzma sat the whole second half last game. I don't expect him to play, right? They do this in and out shit all the time. Keep an eye out for Malcolm Brogdon. He's probably not a factor to me. But if he's out, that's another plus. I expect um, I expect Poole to be back today. I took a jump on it. Got ahead of the game. I took the points for Poole at 22 and a half. I also took the threes for Poole at 3.5. Right. I did take that. Hey, if he's not in, it's going to be a void. Right. Not. I'm fine with that. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I'm looking for Kyle Kuzma to be out, especially on the back to back. Poole. Um, Taking a look at Poole. Poole was cooking. I'm still looking for him to cook, right? I ain't gonna lie. So taking a look at Poole's points here. Um, Last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games hitting his points prop at 23 and a half. And then the 3 ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of his last 6 games, he's hit this number, right? At 3.5. I'm looking for Poole to cook, right? I ain't even gonna lie. Going up against this Washington team, I won't be say going up against this Philadelphia team that's battling injuries. We'll see what's going to happen. I know the usage should be there, right? So it is what it is. Um, Kalabali, right? Here's another guy that you can look at Kalabali's assists and points, right? I'll give you this. I'll give you this outlook here. Something that you might want and look at for parlay pieces or something to get on to gravitate early, right? Right now, as you can see, he's hit this assist prop in 8 straight games. How many games that Kyle Kuzma has played? These 2 games right here, right? This 12 and his two this these 2 games. Kyle Kuzma played those 2 games. If you look at games without Kyle Kuzma, of course, um, take a look here. Games without Kyle Kuzma, um, he's hit, right? He's hit his last 10 games without Kyle Kuzma, right? He's 100% to the 3.5 assist number here. What you want me to do? What you want me to say, right? So it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta, and this is when you bet against the injury report. We are third, a little bit over a third into the season, and we do this podcast every day. For years I've been betting against the injury report. Right now you just gotta learn these teams patterns. Teams that don't want to win, like Washington, they holding out Kuzma. Um, Next thing you know, Brogdon, you playing too good. Sit your ass down for 3 games. Okay. Why is Poole been gone for this long? Okay. If Brogdon and if Kuzma not gonna be in, we're gonna put Poole in. We're gonna try to figure out how to lose games, right? Or give their teams the best chance to lose without telling them to go out there and tank. Organization can tank like that, right? Players gonna go out there and do what they want to do, but an organization can pull these techs as far as putting players in, taking players out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it bad. Try to make it bad. That's what the organizations do. Parlay piece over 3.5 assists for Kolobali. Okay. Um, Lately, Sar has been rebounding the ball. So definitely, I couldn't talk you off the rebounds for Sar. He's been rebounding the ball. He sold motherfuckers points yesterday. I like bet peripherals. So Sar, you can definitely look at his rebounds, or you can, whatever, right? Jershon Yabusele, you can look at his points. You can look at his threes. Okay. Caleb Martin, even the garbage can gets a steak. He can go out there and hit the 1.5 threes sometimes as well. And he should get a decent amount of playing time here. He should play a lot. So Caleb Martin should be in play for 1.5 threes as well. The regulars, the stars, whatever the case may be, we already know what the deal is with them. And rebounds and assists combo for Carrington. If these guys are out, that's in play as well. Brooklyn Nets and Detroit Pistons. I don't have a lot. A $10 protected play? Thanks. Thanks. We're going to get on it, right? Detroit Pistons, Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets, like, give me a break, man. Straight up. Just give me a fucking break, okay? But one thing I will say here is, however we're going to decipher this one here, I'm going to have to figure it out, right? Okay, so we got Malik Beasley's been thrusted into the point guard. I mean, into the starting role, right? I backed up off on the 1 or 2 games, whatever the case may be. What I think you can do right here, because he's got to have to get acclimated to higher usage guys or being around guys that's had usage. Because when you come off the bench, you're gonna have more usage, man. Straight up, it just is what it is. Now you get thrusted to the starting lineup. Now you're around the Hardaways. You're around all these guys at the same time, right? He might come in the game with Isaiah Stewart, but you come to the starting lineup, you're in the starting lineup with Cade, Isaiah. The starters, man. Um, whatever the motherfucking name is, the power forward. What's his name? Tobias Harris. Hardaway, who's trying to get a few extra shots, and I can point that out to you. So your usage and everything gets fucked up, and then it just gets fucked up, right? So today he has a chance to have a better games statistically, right? But the usage has been there. He had to make the shots. He needed to make the shots. He just wasn't making the shots. Today, I think he's got a good chance to do so versus a team who's ailing in that area. Over the course of the season, looking at the 3-pointers here, Brooklyn, number 2 in giving up threes to the small forward position. Okay, that's one thing. And points, right? Um, Underdog said Ben Simmons is now doubtful. Here we go again, right? Here we go again with this bullshit. So either way it go. So thanks, Pat. Thanks. Now, Brooklyn, they're giving up over the course of the season. They're giving up they green, except for rebounds and rebound chances. They're in the green, right? Offensively, they're in the green. Points, assists, potential assists, threes, whatever the case may be. Now I gotta decipher who the fuck is the 3, right? You got you got Hardaway Jr., then you got this guy. Long story short, I ain't gonna say it don't matter, but it is what it is, right? I think he's in play. I think he's in play right along with Hardaway Jr. I was wondering Hardaway Jr.'s threes came out at a 2.5. That's the one I've been playing. Now I took a back seat to I've been playing Hardaway's threes in the absence of Ivy. Okay, now I think you can take Hardaway's threes, and I think you can bet Beasley's threes, and I think both straights, and I think one of them gonna hit. If both of them hit, then you got a plus. One of them hit, you can damn near break even, right? So it is what it is. 2.5 and 3.5. Cade Cunningham, the usage should be there monstrously for him, right? Now, historically, what I did play, historically, Jalen Duran, right? He's had himself a time versus the team. And that's with that's with Claxton on the court, right? So you can look at them for rebounds. I probably look at rebounds first. You can probably look at them for double. Or you can look at them for points plus rebounds. He will drop a dime here and there as well. So his rebounds here, he's coming along a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? His minutes are down though, right? Looking at the minutes for him, it's been a while since he's had 30 minutes. He hasn't had 30 minutes in his last 5 games. Whatever the case may be, if they're keeping him efficient, then they're keeping him efficient. Head to head though, in this matchup, he's had 14 rebounds or more in every game in his last 3 games versus this team, including 1 game this year. These are rebounds versus, and Nick Claxton was on the floor in these times. Points wise, head to head versus this team, he's had 12, and 13 points. His points line is sitting at 12 and a half, 11, 10 and a half. If you want to look at his points plus rebounds, whatever the case may be, I think it's a go. But hopefully he don't sell. I took his rebounds, right? And I took his rebounds, and his double was like a plus 160 or something like that. I might have to. I think I pulled the trigger on that. I don't know, right? But something I'm looking at. Okay. Don't know how much this team will be needed. These guys, how much Cade Cunningham would have to or want to shoot this game. But it is what it is, right? Cade Cunningham is averaging about 20 shots in his last 3 games, so his usage has went up. Okay. But speaking of that double here, for uh for 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 uh for that kid, um damn combos. I'm sorry. Jalen Duran plus 180 double, right? Tobias Harris has been. I think he's hit a double 3 games straight. If I'm mistaken, will I go to him here? Probably not. But at the end of the day, he's no 2 out of his last 3 games he had double-digit rebounds. I'm gonna keep it moving there. Okay. So I did take. You might as well say double. I took the double and the rebounds. I know I took the rebounds uh, for um, for whatever the fuck the boy name is. I'm getting old. Okay, I'm getting old. Jalen Duran. Um, Portland Trailblazers at New Orleans Pelicans. Right. So I don't know. I don't expect Zion to play on the back to back, but shit, the way he came out there and played 28 minutes, he might be playing on the back to back. That's one thing. Then I don't care who was in or who was out. The three. This will be the fourth time the Portland Trailblazers have faced this team, and um, Anthony Simons has had himself a game in each and every last one of them, right? So that's another thing, right? So I couldn't talk you off his points, and he's been cooking his points plus threes, whatever the case may be. He's been cooking. So I like Anthony Simons. I haven't bet on him. CJ McCollum. I like CJ McCollum in this spot. I don't think neither one of these back guards in the backcourt can guard him, right? So I like his threes plus points as well. Um, Ayton has had himself a ball in these last two or three matchups this season versus this team, right? So statistically he's in the best spot here. Taking a look at defense versus position here over the course of the season, we already know what the deal is. Looking at the rebound spots here, New Orleans Pelicans giving up the most rebounds to the center position over the course of the season, right? So that's one thing, giving up probably the most rebound chances. And it stays into fruition. Lately, the last 4 weeks, um, New Orleans Pelicans, they're probably giving up the most points to the centers now. Well, damn, that's crazy because um, Portland giving up the most points over the last 4 weeks, but I'm not talking about them, right? So last 4 weeks, New Orleans Pelicans giving up the second most points and the most rebounds, and they pretty much green all the way across the board. Um, New Orleans Pelicans points, rebounds, assists, rebound chances, potential assists. They must have been faced. Who the fuck do they face? The Joker all the time or some shit? But at the end of the day, they've been terrible versus centers, so it is what it is, right? And Aiden has had himself a ball game versus these boys. So, Aiden's double double, points plus rebounds. Those two, I think they're in play, right? Or individually points or individual rebounds, however you want to look at it. I think double double is worth the stab. Shout out to Pat. Pat said he took Aiden double double. Oh, he said he has interest in Aiden's double double. I have interest in Aiden double double as well. I think I played it already, or I played something pertaining to his rebounds or double double. Let's see, it's not listed here. Okay, so uh, right now, what I will do here for this video's sake, I would put I'll put his double double up there as a parlay piece. But I mean, as points plus rebounds will probably be the best value. Points plus rebounds, but you can look at his individual numbers, whatever you want to do. Uh, okay. Um, if we don't get Zion, and truthfully, when you look at this team rebounding in general here, now this is in general. New Orleans Pelicans. Okay. How about the season? Okay. In general, on the season, New Orleans Pelicans are giving up the fifth most rebounds, right? So I played Aiden double double in the slip last time in the cash. Now, that's what's up for sure. So, there's a few things you can look at here. Uh, last 2 or 3 games, Danny Avija has been killing this rebounds and assist line, right? So you can take a look at that, right? And if you just want to look at raw rebounds, where you could probably get some value at, um, Tumani Kamaro, his rebounds are sitting at 6.5 at plus money. They've been at 6.5 all night long. I've been looking at that. Um, just like yesterday, right? We were on Porter Jr. We was on Westbrook, right? So, you could get 8 rebounds at 220 for Kamara. You could get 10 rebounds at plus 600. Not saying he's gonna hit it, but I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. But I haven't taken him for more than 5.5 rebounds, right? I haven't. When they played against Detroit, I backed up because I said, they have some decent rebounders out on the floor. Last time he had 10 rebounds was versus Philly. Then he had 8 rebounds versus Utah. Dallas, he had 12. So he's capable. You just got to catch the right scenario. You don't want him to be out there getting foul trouble, anything. The minutes are there. Minutes equal opportunities. This might be one of the value plays today. I'm going to just stick this over there on the side. This means nothing, right? But I'm going to stick this 10 rebounds on the side so I don't forget about it. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the makeup of the team, right? You got to look at the makeup of the team. You got to look at the makeup of the team, right? You got Zion Williamson, who's not on the injury report as of right now. Trey Murphy, whatever, right? Messi is the guy, right? Herb Jones, Murphy, McCollum, those guys, Murray can get some boards, but like, come on now. Like, who's down there, right? Just Messi, whatever the case may be. Like, whatever, right? Then on the bench, like, I mean, Tice. I'm just saying. Next game here is he might be that one of the day, that one of the day. Now, Joker, we got a 225.5 over under in this spot. Denver Nuggets, 2-point home dogs. Now, Joker, what do we have here? Do we have lines out for these guys yet? Not yet. So, this is a back-to-back. Joker was sick yesterday. I heard he left the arena and all that. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, please make sure you wash your hands and you're being good out there, right? So that's one thing. Number two, we know what this Denver team does, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Woo! Now, this will be the fourth time these teams played. Now, I mean, I ain't even finna go out here and I'm not finna break shit down or nothing like that. They need to know who's in and out. Okay, now, man, I'm gonna tell you this about these two teams. I'm not a fan of neither one of these teams rebounding. Right? I know you got the Joker there, then you got Zubac there, right? So straight to the rebound session. I don't care if Joker is in or not. I don't normally play Zubac lines at 12.5. He's hit this number 2 of the 3 times that they played. I took the 12.5. Okay. Now you can use this double as a parlay piece. You could probably put it with you can put it with Vucevic if you like that. You'll get plus money there. So that's one thing, right? Now, I took that. Okay. Now, the next play I took was I took Kawhi Leonard, 2 threes. Okay. I got that at about plus 130 or something like that. He's hit that number 2 straight games. The first game he hit 2, or the second, it don't matter. He hit it in both games. One of those games he hit 3 threes. Okay, you get 3 threes for him at a plus 380. Norman Powell, the 3.5 threes from Norman Powell, the 4 threes at plus 140. I took that as well, right? So he's hit this number probably 2 of his last 3 games versus this team. Not a fan of the backcourt here defensively. You got Westbrook, Braun, Murray, like whatever, right? And then the assists. If I get this 7.5, it opened up at 7.5. If I get a 7.5 on a pick 'em, whatever, I'll take that. But I went straight to the 10 assists here, right? He's hit this number 2 of his last 3 games. I took the 10 assists. It is what it is, right? I'm sticking to what these guys are, what they're doing and what they do, right? I got the 10 assists at plus 185. I think I'll stick with that. The double double you can get at plus 165, right? Triple double. What is he getting? 2,600 plus 2,600 for a triple double. I didn't even think of that, man. I might sprinkle. Who knows? I might sprinkle. Um, I'm gonna let the Nuggets players be the Nuggets players. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I don't see none of those players out. Even if I take a look over here, let me see Porter Jr. Because okay, we got. Let me see. What is this rebound prop? 5.5 again. Okay. So back-to-back games with 10 rebounds for him. We cashed the 10 rebounds yesterday. Head-to-head, he's been crushing this rebound number at and every game. Well, 5 of his last 7 games. So I do think there's a pathway for him to get this 5.5 rebounds. So I couldn't talk off of that. He's been crushing the 3-point number in general. Um, last game he didn't get there versus Boston, but whatever. Um, hmm. Shit. Westbrook. I want to check out Westbrook real fast. See, Westbrook role has changed, and he's starting, so I can't really put too much into that. But from a rebounder standpoint, you know, they only have they only have uh, they only have Zubac, right? Yeah. So I can't put too much into this. The pace ain't gonna be right. I don't know. Last 10 for Westbrook, he's been balling though. 5.5. He hit his rebound prop in 5 of his last 6 games. I couldn't talk you off of it. I don't know if I would ladder it up or anything like that, but I couldn't talk you off of it. Let me check James Harden because I'm starting to think about this triple double here, man. Straight up. Hmm. Mm. His rebounds are 5.5 too. Lately, he hasn't had a triple double versus them. But his assists, I know his last 2 or 3 games, he's hit this assist number heavily, right? Let's see. So he's hit this assist versus this team in 4 of his last 5 games at 7.5. 2 of his last 3 games this year, he's got 2 double-digit assist games. One of these games right here, the last game was a blowout. Denver beat them by 22. Then the Clippers beat them by 4, 122 to 126. He had 11 assists. Then the Clippers beat them the first game in the beginning of the season, 109 to 104. So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen. To Lunatic says, so far you have those 4 picks. No, I'll get to them in 1 second. 1 second. I'll tell you. Look at Kelly Oubre and Yabusele. I think that was some I think that was Drummond news, right? Let's go take a look and see what if we got any Drummond news because we've been waiting on Drummond news. He's probably going to be out. He's probably going to be out, right? Let's see. Jordan Poole out. I'll get a refund there. Malcolm Brogdon out. I'll get a. I ain't bet on him. Sar's questionable. Carrington is questionable. Okay, so Banchero would like to return Friday. Simmons doubtful. Dayron Sharp questionable. Okay, so your link somewhere, your final picks. I see the community page not updated or Instagram. Um, Instagram, I'm rarely over there on Instagram. I'll show you this. I'll show you this community section and here's my Twitter right here, right here, and then but I'm getting ready. You can come back here for the plays right now. You come back here for the plays right now. I'll list them at the end of the game and tell you. I'll list them at the end of the game and I'll tell you. But if you want my Facebook, let's see. I have a Facebook page as well where I'm at sometimes as well. But when I put them in the community section, you know, I do have a membership. The people support me for $2.99. It's not like I'm charging anything, but things go there for sure. Things go there for sure. But taking a look at let me see my post here. So that's me live right there, and then here's some of my plays where I post. I post there too, so you can catch me. You can catch me some all over the place, man. Truthfully, all over the place, man. You'll figure it out, right? You'll figure it out, right? You'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, let me tell you. Let me tell you how I want how this is gonna play out, right? Let me see. And I forgot to mention that shit earlier. Um, truthfully, I don't think Kuzma plays either, right? That's just my guess. He didn't play the second half, so um, damn. Because I was looking at it early, man. Kolabali, um, you're gonna get some value on his points. Let's see. Fuck, man, I didn't get the chance to. I didn't get a chance to play that fucking assist, man, in the parlay. Damn. All right, well, so games without. Let's see. Kuzma. Games without Kuzma and Poole. I'll just go with Kuzma and Poole, right? Still don't got Poole's numbers, but so he might have got hurt here. I don't know what happened here. That was the Knicks. The Knicks just right here versus Houston. Houston, good defensive team, but for some of these lighter defensive teams, or just he's shown the capability, right? Kolibali to go over his points line. Now his when we next time we see his points line, it's not going to be 14 and a half. It's not, right? They're getting ready to up his points right now. So right now his points is at 14 and a half. He's thinking ready to up his points, right? So it is what it is, right? So you know, it is what it is, right? So Z's, what's up? And then the last game here we're gonna talk about here is gonna. I didn't even look at this game like that, right? I didn't, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I took Wimby's threes. That's all I did. Not even an official play, but I took Wimby's threes at 3.5 at plus 124. You're gonna give me that number? I'm gonna take it. For right now, I just did that for right now. I have to think about this game a little bit more. Now, what I will say is, like I said, Chris Middleton's coming off the bench. Still should have good numbers, whatever case may be, and you'll get tremendous value on this 1.5 threes at plus 120, right? Um, I mean, you get plus money for Brook Lopez, and I couldn't talk you off the threes for Damian Lillard, but I'm not going there. And like I said, 3.5 threes for Victor Wembanyama. I took that at 3.5, and uh, shit, I can see Giannis having a great game rebounding the ball. I can see him having a good game rebounding the ball, but possibly even triple double. Um, 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 Pat said he took Wemby's blocks. So a bunch of plays here. You cannot forget your straights. I haven't even thought about a parlay yet, right? So um, quick rundown, right? This is in round robin form to tell you the plays that I took. Halliburton, I took his. Then I'm getting ready to get out of here, right? I do want to take a look at prize picks, but I'll do that off camera. And for sure, I'll put something in the members only. So field goals attempted, 3 points attempted. Okay, those numbers are out. I'll look at prize picks and try to come up with something there. Take what you like, leave what you don't. I'm gonna drop it in the members only section. Try to get something together in about 30 minutes. But for right now, I'm gonna give you guys the rundown on plays that I like, that I have interest in, and that I played. Right. So Latrell said he likes Wimby's PRA. So let's get to it. Right. Halliburton, last night, I played the 9.5 rebounds and assists. I mean, 9.5 assists. He hooked me 2 games in a row. It is what it is, right? He hooked me 2 games in a row. Not an official play. This is just a play that I'm going to, right? But he's questionable, okay? Right along with uh, uh, um, Tyree, I mean, Turner. I took his 1.5 threes, but he's early Q tag today with the illness or some shit. I think he's probably going to be out. So, all that being said, you look at Pascal Siakam like right away. If you really want to, I think he gets a bump. If these guys are out, you want to jump on it early and in hopes. You bet against the injury report at some times because if Pascal Siakam's points came up at 20 and a half. Now it probably if these guys pop up out, he's probably going to be 23 and a half, 24 and a half. Who knows? And Chicago has not been the greatest versus power forwards. And then you can look at his rebounds plus assists as well because he can be a playmaker. Vucevic, I took his 10.5 rebounds at probably plus money last night, right? You can look at his double for a parlay piece. You can look at points plus rebounds and his threes for a parlay piece as well. Kelly Oubre Jr. I took his 1.5 threes in a spot like this. He's in a good spot to hit his 1.5 threes, but sometimes he sails. Sometimes he don't even take that many. But his raw points is where you can probably look at. I took his raw points at 20, right? His raw points right now sitting at 17 and a half. I just took it because of the spot. Not an official play, but I did take it. Uh, Yabusele, his points are in play. I'm thinking about taking either his 1.5 threes as a parlay piece or his points. I haven't pulled the trigger on his points or nothing for him. Wembyama, I took the 3.5 threes. Jared Allen, I took the 10.5 rebounds, right? Now I can't talk you off the. I like I like SGA points, but I didn't bet it. But I'm getting ready to bet it because I got a separate SGA fund for the season, right? Where I just bet a few bucks on him, no matter what, right? So I mean, it just this is what I do. Um, Poole, I'm getting my money back for this. His points and his threes, I'm getting my money back for that. I took it. It's over. He's out. Um, Oubre Jr. I told you I took his points at 20 just to see if he could hit it. It is what it is. Duran has crushed this matchup. 3 double doubles in a row versus this team. Self-explanatory. It is what it is. I did take his rebounds though. Zubac, I took his rebounds first time, probably my first time taking this high ass 12 and a half line, but he's 2 for 3 to this number versus the Denver Nuggets. I took it. I took it. I'm 2 for 2 for the 1.5 threes for Kawhi Leonard. I took the 1.5 threes for him. 3.5 threes at plus money versus this team. Give it to me, right? I took the 3.5 threes for Norman Powell. Either he get there, he don't. I'll take my L at plus 145. James Harden, he's 2 or 3 to this number versus this team. This team can give up a decent amount of points. You can look at the 8.5 assists. That's where I opened up at. I took the double double, or did I got to go check? But either way it go. If I didn't take the double, no, I did take. I took the 10 assists. I'm sorry. So that's 10 assists. The Raptors, 12 points. I like it. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I like it. That's tremendous value on the money line for the Toronto Raptors at plus 530. Jakob Pertl, teensy weensy lean towards the over. Rebounds. Last time these two teams played, he had 9.5 rebounds For you guys that don't know, you know I don't mind targeting Cat. He had 12 rebounds last time he played, along with at least 22 rebound potential rebounds. Josh Hart hasn't hit this number versus this team. I lean towards the under PRAs. I could get burnt on this. Last two times he played this team, he had 3 rebounds apiece. I mean, 4 rebounds in both games and 3 assists in both games. Some shit like that. I'm leaning towards the under. I'm leaning towards the under Scotty Barnes. This is risky. Last 2 games, last game he had 5 assists with 12, about 12 potentials. The game before that he had like 3 assists with like 10 potentials. Definitely risky. I cashed on the last game at under 5.5. It's risky. It's risky, but it is what it is. I don't like the pace of this game. This New York game could be played at less rebounding chances, less assist chances, grind it out. I don't like the pace. DeAndre Ayton is in a wonderful spot, right? Points plus assists, I think it's the better play. Double double is a parlay piece. His points, he's crushed it 3 times in a row versus this team this year. This will be the 4th matchup. Diddy Avija didn't pull the trigger on this yet. Might not pull the trigger on this. He's went over this number 10. He went over this number last 2 times. His whole PRA line is what he's been crushing, right? His points prop had been coming out at around 15 for a while. He had been murdering that. Take a look at it. See if you like it. I haven't played it. Just something I want to point out. Tumani Kamara, his rebounds been sitting at 6.5 all night long. Now, I want to know if Zion is going to be in. I don't know who's going to be guarding Zion, but Kamara does have 10 rebound upside. This is the highest gym-like substance that I found all day long, right? Like 10 rebounds, we'll see. We'll see. I just put that to the side to let you know that this could possibly be one of those plays, right? So now that I've been saying it, I'm gonna have to play it. Not an official play. I'm gonna put a little bit on this plus 600, right? Last thing I want to say here is going back to that going back to this Pistons game. This no, no, I ain't even with all the news I just got. No, um, the Toronto game. Um, I told you guys. We went over that extensively. If you want to go back to that New York Knicks game, but looking at the defensive shot profile, um, the catch and shoot threes, Toronto been giving it up. Okay, these are attempts. These are attempts, right? Uh, these are attempts. Toronto giving up the catch and shoot 3-point attempts. They're giving up the corner 3-point attempts along above the break 3-point attempts all season long, right? Um, Bridges was the one. He's gotten, I think, 4 threes in both games this year versus this team. And then OG, I think he had 2, and then 3 or 4, some shit like that. But that's one thing you could take a look at. This is just about it for me, guys. I'll give you guys a quick look at this one more time, but this is just about it for me for right now. I'll take a quick look at the news again. Um, make sure I don't miss anything, and I'm out of here, right? Uh, Pascal rebounds and assists. I like it, especially if these guys. I like it. I got to see if these guys are in or out. But he's capable though. I think I need one of these ball handlers to be out. Like, like, like. What's the kid's name? The point guard. What's his name? Shit. Halliburton. So I guess it is what it is, guys. It is what it is, right? And then don't forget about Kolobali. Let me take a look and see if we got Kolobali numbers out again, because I remember the old numbers. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we still getting Kolobali numbers at 15, 14 and a half, right? We're still getting color body numbers at 14 and a half. Then you're getting SAR numbers at 13 and a half. Then the assist. Is it still at 4.5, 3.5? And moved up to 4.5 at plus money. Okay. I could still see him getting there in certain instances, but maybe don't put that on him. Even though I still think he can get there, with those guys being out, you probably would have to look at the points, man. With the points for him and probably um, so you can still get the 3.5 assists at Caesars and other places like this as a parlay piece. So, but at the end of the day, you know, he's hit this number 8 out of his last 10 and 10 straight without Kuzma. I've got a feeling Kuzma not playing either. So you're looking at his points line. We just looked at his points line right here, 6 of 10 games without. Let's see, Poole and Brogdon, right? His points line. Hmm. Games without. Hmm. I guess it is what it is. All right. Hmm. I'm gonna go meditate on something. I'm gonna go meditate on something. And I'm gonna end up playing something in a little while. All right. Um, peace out, fam. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Birthday Friday. I need to crack something. Damn. What if all that shit hit and I put $1 on that? What if all that shit and I put $1 on that? Shit, you can't even get it. Get it. Hold on. Let me see. You can't even bet on that shit. Hell no, that's crazy. All right, peace out, fam. Peace out. Mm-hmm.